Hello my friends, 3KO Games here. Happy November to you. It is November 1st, so that means we have a new Hero of the Month to talk about and a whole month worth of events to look over with our calendar. So let's jump in and talk about Mene, something like that. No idea, but she is a 5-star blue druid, 2024 Hero of the Month family. We won't know what that bonus is until 2025. Stats are not bad. 1022 is pretty high for a Hero of the Month. Very even between attack and defense. A little low on health, 1678, but we turn Max Power Preview on and she gets attack up either talent, and then you can see the stats can go kind of high as you would expect. Let's take a look at the passive. Innate resistance against burn, which is not all enemies, but it comes up enough. That's nice. Gains 5% mana each time an enemy receives frost damage. So let's assume that she's got some frost damage to give. And maybe you want to bring another hero in that does frost damage, and then gain some mana. Pretty nice. Let's take a look at this special skill now. The special skill, Freezing Fairy Mist, average speed special that deals 280% damage to the target and nearby enemies. So, average size hit to 3, okay. Not bad for a Hero of the Month, but let's read on. The target and nearby enemies receive 1168 frost damage over 4 turns. That's spread out a little bit, but that's a nice high number. Then, the target and nearby enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 4 turns and receive 300 damage for each attempted buff. Plus, Element Link for all ice allies of plus 20% critical chance for 6 turns. Hey, Mene, whatever. She's doing a whole lot of stuff here. Thank you, SG, for giving us a string of Heroes of the Month that might be worth leveling, depending upon, your own level and your own roster in the game. Not a bad Hero of the Month at all. Would keep her in the roster to see what happens. But now, let's take a look at the calendar, because here we are on November 1st. So zooming way in, here is the calendar given to us by the wonderful Burks G. Thank you again, Burks. Here we are on Friday, so the Hero of the Month there is there. We have a Wizard Master Class quest for our Master Wizard emblems, and we are in War of the Three Kingdoms, of course. Also, a pickup summon hanging over, and Khufu's got a costume in Judgment of Dunes. I have 0 Dunes tokens to pull right now. Hopefully I land at least one. I can give it a shot, because Khufu was great, and with updated stats it would be pretty awesome. This weekend we've got an Ether summon, and it looks like we are going to get a new costume summon. So let's scroll down to next week, starting on Sunday the 3rd into Monday the 4th, Costume Chamber with Toon Richard and Toon Vivica. I have Toon Vivica, so probably won't go pull heavy here. Don't need a Toon Richard, although he's pretty fantastic. Then, by Tuesday the 5th, we have a pickup summon with Prince Siegfried and, what's his name, Quinn. Both great heroes. We have Brave Musketeers coming back. They've been bringing these Musketeers back. Right now, that's Wednesday the 6th. We just don't know exactly who is featured, because it says TBD, but right now it just says Constance, Milady de Winter, and Queen Anne. All great heroes. Valhalla Forever is going to feature Costume Frigg and the famous duo of Bera and Freya, who I had when they were super relevant, and it was so awesome. And then they weren't so relevant anymore. They would be a little bit more helpful with costumes, but there it is. we've already heard that there is a soul exchange coming next week. Expect a video about my thoughts on those heroes coming soon in the next couple days, but that is Thursday, or is that Friday? Friday the 8th through the weekend. Then let's go back to the following week. Whoops, now it's all small again. Starting Monday the 11th, we've got a Mythic Titan, Blue Mythic Titan, and Astral Elves. Doesn't look like we'll have any new Astral Elves. Demilune and Starwalker, both strong. Pick up summon with Erlang, and I think that's Teddy. And then one of the big news here, Thursday the 14th, we'll start this Challenge Festival 2. Don't sleep on these heroes. Barkley, not that interesting. Astrid and Bonzo of the Bard family. We're going to get some new bards. And of course, I'll do a more in-depth review later. But I think one is a healer and one is a hitter. But the passives for these new bards are going to reduce all dance enemies' dances, either the defensive ones or the offensive ones, to 1 turn. This is meaningful in a meta where you are facing Bernadette and Sludgus and Von Rothbart. Now, for the specials that say, when the dance ends, this happens. Does that mean that's definitely going to happen after 1 turn? That I'm not sure. That will wait to be seen. But certainly, if I can deal with being a painting for just 1 turn instead of 5 or 6 or whatever it is for Bernadette, I will gladly take it. So that's the passive for these new bards. It's going to be pretty great. And then we got Tremors of the Underwild, and we'll take ourselves to the last full week, where we have these costumes featured in Underwild. Our Owl Tower, we don't know if there are any new owls, TBD. Untold Tales. Last time we had 3 great heroes. We had Medea and Gestalt and Thalassa, all with costumes, all great. This time we still have Medea, and then Atlantia and LaSalle. Probably not the time to pull in Untold Tales. Medea's great. Even with whatever they try to do with the costume, Atlantia is not going to be great. And LaSalle's still not great. Covenant Quest. That's our time to get the coins. We don't know when they're going to drop, though. We'll just randomly have a Covenant summon whenever SG feels like it, apparently. So that takes us to the weekend, 23-24. And in this last week of November, we've got lots of exciting things happening. Kolya, new Garrison Guard hero in the Goblin Portal, will be there. Tavern of Legends, we don't know if it will get a new one or if it'll just be the same. They'll feature somebody and you can choose 2 more. And then, in time for Thanksgiving, the Black Friday Portal, which is usually a increased chance to pull some 5-star heroes and sometimes some discounts on gems and that kind of thing. And we'll have a brand new family introduced to us, the Beowulf family. And there are 2 of these heroes that will be introduced to us, Hrothgar, I think, and Wealthiau, I have no idea. But anyway, this new family is going to do some random buffs to an individual on your team as part of their special. So they'll randomly buff some allies' attack and defense, or buff their special skill damage and their mana generation. I think every turn, and that's kind of the new spin that they are doing here with this family. I appreciate they're trying to open the door to some new things that these special skills and these passives can do with their new families. So that's that. Heading into the end of the month, we're going to have Contest of Elements Red, it looks like. And it looks like, at least so far, it looks like no new red slime heroes, but just Ash and Nikki featured on that, as well as Atlantis. Are we waiting all the way till the end of the month for Atlantis? It seems like that's a long time to be waiting for Atlantis, unless there's another one coming up like any day now. Not sure. That brings us 29, 30, 31. There is no 31 this month, to another costume chamber at the end of the month. And that's all I know about the events right now, everybody. Stay tuned for new hero reviews as they get released. Stay tuned for more information on this visiting costumer type thing that we've heard about. Stay tuned for news on Soul Exchange. All of that will be coming sometime soon. In the meantime, thank you for checking out the video. Hope you all are doing great. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time.